Good evening, YouTube, and welcome to the channel. So I am getting my car ready for my first ever track session at Eagle Canyons Raceway, and over the next couple of weeks I am going to be doing like little things to it to get it prepared for the track. So I already changed my oil, and I don't need to make a video about that because anyone knows that everyone knows how to change their oil. I went ahead and used 15W50. I found that to kind of be the good mix for me to use with my cammed LS3. I used to try 5W30. It burned off too fast. 10W30 burnt off too fast. 10W40 was kind of getting better, and then 15W50 seemed to be the good mark. I tried 20W50. But 20W50 was kind of a little too thick, especially on a brand engine. So anyway, let's go and get these cars swapped out. And today I'm going to be working on the transmission fluid. So yeah, let's go and get this swapped out. All right, got the both cars swapped out. So the first thing I want to do is get the car as level as possible, because you know that's to be the best way to that's any way you always want to do any fluids, is try to have your car level as possible. So I'm gonna have to go ahead and get it up on 4 jack stands, and let me go and get started with that. Alright, so we got the car level. I got the windows down as well as the hood cracked. Not the hood, the hatch cracked open. The reason why I do that is because when you lift these cars up, the body like flexes, and when it flexes, if the windows are up, the glass won't give with the flexing, so it actually can shatter your glass. I actually had a friend that happened to. He had a F-body Camaro, like the early thousands type with the LS1 in it, and it was always a rule of thumb that my father always taught me. So that's one of the reasons why I crack all the windows, pop all the hatches and everything with glass, so they allow the body to flex and not have me shattering glass. So the next step is, so one of the good reasons why I'm doing this as well is because when I did the engine swap, a lot of transmission fluid leaked out because I disconnected the transmission lines from the actual radiator. So got the car on 4 jack stands. It's gonna be barely any room getting underneath here, but here is the transmission oil pan. And what I gotta do now is find the drain plug. Once I find that, I'll show you guys. And I gotta take it out and then pump it out with a midi vac. So let me go and get started. So found the drill plug. The drain, the fill plug. It's that little black plastic right there. So that's where I'm gonna fill it from. This is where I gotta release it from. So I know that I should probably be changing the filter at the same time, but I'm going to save that project for a little bit later, because I know what I have to do is not only buy a filter, but I loosen these 4 bolts, jack the car up a little bit, and drop the whole pan, which isn't that hard, but that's not what I'm here to do today. So that'll be another job for another day. I just want to get some more fluid in there and some fresh fluid. Anyway, let me go and get started. So I decided to not change the fluid, and I want to do it the right way. So what I want to do is, the car has about 128,000 miles on it, and really what I should be doing is changing the actual transmission fluid completely full with the filter. So that's what I'm actually going to do. For now, I'm just going to top off the transmission fluid from what was left out of it back when I did the engine swap, and at a later date here very soon I'm gonna change out the full filter and fluid, and I'm just gonna do it right and do it one time and do it right the first time, instead of, you know, cutting corners of draining it, filling it back up, but leaving the same filter in it, and then have to drain it again and fill it back up. That's just a waste of money, a waste of time, and procrastinating. So I'm just gonna do it right the first time. So actually right now I'm just gonna get my midi vac. Gotta find it somewhere over here. Yeah, here it is. Get my midi vac, get the hose hooked up, and just fill up what was left out. I have a good feeling I lost maybe a quart or two. So yeah, it's going to be quite a bit that I'm going to need to fill up. So let me go and get that started real quick. Alright, so I got it all set up here. Got the mini vac, got one hose up in there inside the hole, and then I got another one here in the bottle to suck it out. And so you just keep pumping until it overflows, and that means it's full. So let me go ahead and get started on it. It's relatively easy. Alright, so that's it for this portion of getting the car prepped for the track day session. It took about 3 quarts of transmission fluid to get it filled up, and it didn't actually start overflowing, but it looked like it was very close to the top, depending on, you know, the way I was able to measure it from down there below. But so I'll do the full proper job a little bit later. But the next operation I'm gonna get going on, get prepped for the track, is I'm gonna switch out the front brake pads, and probably also the rear ones too, but they look like they have plenty of meat on it, but I'm going to switch them anyway. I have some track pads from Hawk that I accidentally purchased on a while ago, so I'm going to go and put some track pads on there because I know my front pads are already starting to fade. So, you know, racing disc brake pads by Hawk Performance. So let's see if I can show you what they look like here. I hate these bugs always coming in on the dang garage. So yeah, they're still in the package. But yeah, that's what I'm going to put them on next. But I'm going to save that for another weekend. So yep, stay tuned for the next segment. Just going to show me putting the pads on real quick.